What's up? Today we got a Silent Swordsman deck. This isn't the main focus of the deck. It's not like running level up or Silent Swordsman level 8 or anything. It's just a tiny little package. I like this because, well, I'll get into it in a second when I show you a couple cards. So we're not running a crazy amount of the Silent Swordsman cards, just one Silent Swordsman level 5, which we want to turbo into with Silent Swordsman level 3, and the next card, Shining Angel. I really like this little package because if you start with a Shining Angel and then go straight from level 3 to level 5, that means by turn 2 you've got a 2300 attack monster that's unaffected by spells, which, to be fair, we don't really care about, apart from Snatch Steal, really, because it can still be nobleman of cross-outed with Tsukiyomi and stuff like that. But we have a big beater that can trade with Chaos Sorcerer. It can beat over Parshath and any level 4, and also we will still have our normal summon, so you can really apply some pressure, and yeah, it's really cool. Because we're running Shining Angel, we run White Magical Hat. It's just another target that we can get with the Shining Angel, and then if we've got a Chaos monster or anything in hand that'll deal with our opponent's monsters, this can knock a card out your opponent's hand, similar to Don's Luke. And then if you've got back row to back it up, then you can potentially do it again next turn and get some juicy advantage. Another target for the Shining Angel is DD Warrior Lady. This is pretty standard in most decks, well, especially warrior decks, and this can banish a Sangan. It can get rid of any Chaos monster. Obviously, just really good in general. Then we have Exiled Force, generic warrior. It can deal with any monster, deal with like a tribute summon monster, get a +1, or a face down monster, so it can deny your opponent Magician of Faiths and stuff like that. Very good. Zombara the Dark. He's a dark, which is very nice, searchable by Rota, and he can beat over pretty much anything. He's got 2100 attack, and when he does, he remains on the board, so he still gives you some field presence, but he does go down to 1900, and then the next time he kills something, he'll go down to 17. Also, he cannot attack directly, but still a really good card in my opinion. You've got Blade Knight, nice little one of. He negates flip effects when he's the only monster on the field, so that comes in really handy. If you've only got one card in hand as well, he goes to 2k attack. We do run a decent amount of traps in this deck, so you can set a bunch of traps to protect him, bring out a big 2k beater, and start wrecking shit. Very nice. We've got triple Gravekeeper Spy. This is good because we run the big Silent Swordsman level 5. We never want to draw this, but if we do, we've got Gravekeeper Spy there to help get him out for free. Just a really good card in general. 2k defense brings out another version of itself when it's flipped. And we do run a card that can abuse this also. You've got one Cyberjaw. This can flood your board with your flip effect monsters, set them face down. It can clear a board if you're having trouble. It's a really good card in my opinion. 2 Magician of Faith, very standard. The spiciness of this deck comes from this card, Tsukiyomi. So what Shining Angel can do is special summon your Magician of Faith in attack mode, and if your opponent's done attacking and doesn't have anything to clear this, you can normal summon Tsukiyomi, set it face down. Really cool combo, and I just like Tsukiyomi in general because it helps beat over things like Breaker and Monarchs and stuff like that, so very nice. And obviously you can use this to abuse your flip effects. So we run this spicy little boy as well for the same reason, so Shining Angel can get this, and then you can flip it face down with your Tsukiyomi. Tsukiyomi will go back to hand, and you've got a nice little, kind of like a Dokoichi. The reason we run this over, let's say, Magical Merchant is because we don't want to mill our Silent Swordsman level 5, we want to keep this in deck, and we don't care about it being level 1 because we don't Metamorphosis. And also, we don't always want to be going for Magician of Faith with Shining Angel, even if we have Tsukiyomi, because we may not have a spell engrave. Excuse me, I'm super duper ill right now. It's not fun. You've got Break of the Magical Warrior. This is just a generic good card. It's dark, can pop your opponent's spell or traps or beat over anything as it is 1900 attack. Very nice. Sangan, Stable, Searches, Tsukiyomi, Magician of Faith, Shining Angel, Silent Swordsman level 3. If you would ever need to, I don't see why you would do that, to be fair, but never mind. DD Warrior Lady, Exiled Force, Gravekeeper's Spy, Cyberjaw. The list is nuts. Scalangle. So yeah, must run. You've got BLS, just because we run a lot of lights and darks. Same goes for Chaos Sorcerer. You can run 3 if you want. I'm not sure what you could take out. I don't know, I feel like this deck's pretty tight. You could take out a Cyberjaw if you wanted to run a 3rd Chaos Sorcerer, but I like 2. It's the least bricky, but still very effective. For the spicy traps, we run Dust Tornado. We don't want our opponent having back row outs to our second turn 2300 attack Silent Swordsman. So we want to deal with those. Same goes for the next card, Solemn Judgment. If you set this turn 1 with your Shining Angel, you don't have to worry about back row popping your big 2-3 attacker. Torrential Tribute, Solemn Judgment's also really good just against the Chaos Monsters and things like that, especially during late game when you're paying like 400 life points or 500 or whatever. Torrential Tribute, very standard. Call of the Haunted, this is specifically good because if, say, you set your Shining Angel with Call of the Haunted, they destroy Shining Angel, they bring out this, you think it's safe, they pop it with, like, say, I don't know, Smash and Ground maybe. You can activate Call the Haunted during the end phase, bring it back, and then it'll upgrade into the big boy. So that's very, very nice. You got Ring of Destruction, standard, Mirror Force, standard. For the spicy spells, we run just 1 Reinforcements of the Army. Only run 1 copy of this card because you don't ever want to search this, so you're only ever searching like Exiled Force, Zombara, Blade Knight. You don't tend to search DD Warrior Lady either because you tend to get that out with like a 2nd copy of Shining Angel, so that's why I only run 1 Reinforcements of the Army. You can run 2 if you want. I think 1 is better. Staple spells, you've got Nobleman of Crossout, deals with face down monsters, obviously works with Tsukiyomi to get rid of anything like a BLS, so very, very nice. Snatch Steel, this is good because we run the Tribute Summonable Silent Swordsman level 5, so if you draw this, you don't mind as long as you draw the Snatch Steel. Also, if we do draw this, we do have ways of getting it out for free, like Gravekeeper's Spy and Shining Angel into Magician of Faith, and then flipping it and then Tribute Summoning over said Faith. You've got Graceful Charity, standard, Pot of Greed, standard, Mystical Space Typhoon, standard. Premature Burial, this is good because you can Premature Burial back your Silent Swordsman level 5, which is very nice. You can Premature back any Chaos Monsters. Sangan is nice to do so, and also Exile Force, so you've got a lot of very nice targets. And lastly, Heavy Storm. So yeah, that's the deck. Let me know what you think, ways it could be improved. It's obviously not going to be hyper competitive, but it is decent. It can win games against the top dogs. Yeah, thanks very much for watching. Take care. Bye.